Hi, and welcome to day 4 of the Restart Your Career Journey 5-day challenge at the Career Clinic at Improving Performance Personal Coaching. I hope you had an opportunity to join in and engage with the tasks so far, and more importantly, that you found them valuable. The objective of this challenge, just to remind you, is to improve your chances of securing the job that you really want by making sure that your application stands out. At this moment, you're an applicant and your aim is to become a candidate, which means that you have an interview. That's the whole purpose here. So you've written so far your CV or your resume, depending on where you are currently situated, and you've written your cover letter, which was yesterday's task, and you're comfortable with the work that you've done so far. It's easy then to sit back and think that you've done it and that you're ready. If that's what you're thinking, then you would be incorrect. You could go with that, and you probably have done historically. I know I did. But let me ask you a question. Imagine that you're the recruitment manager, the HR manager, or the business owner, or whomever it is that has the job vacancy. And you've got half a dozen applications that look really, really good on paper. What do you do next? You pick up the phone and you invite them to interview, you send them an email. Think about it. You're the hiring manager, remember? So before you commit yourself to an interview, what else can you do as the recruiter to find out more about this potential candidate? There may be a gut feeling or something that you've got or something nagging away at you. What do you do? Well, what else could you do to find out if what the person making the application says on their CV or their cover letter is accurate? You still don't know? Okay, well, let me tell you. LinkedIn. Most of us use LinkedIn. Many of us don't. As a career coach, I do speak with lots and lots of people who might say, I don't have an account, or I do have an account, but I don't really use it. And that's absolutely fine. If LinkedIn isn't for you, then no one is going to shoot you for that. But if you do have a presence on LinkedIn, then you absolutely have to have it up to date, because whether you like it or not, that's where recruiters are going to go to look you up. That's where they're going to go. And that could be a game changer for you in your application. So just in case you don't know, if you're watching this from LinkedIn, then you already know, but just in case, I know it's an obvious thing, but just to cover it off, LinkedIn is an online network that connects the world's professionals. And that's using LinkedIn's words, okay? So having a profile will summarize your professional experience to your connections, your current and future employers, and to recruiters. And it's also used to showcase your professional life and your achievements. Now, today's task will not be difficult because, and you will love this as well, you've already done the work or most of it. If you've got a presence. So if you have a presence, you've already got most of the work done. What you need to do today is update your headline and mirror your CV on your page. Okay, so what is your headline? With your headline, you just go to your profile and state what you do. If you're employed or self-employed, state what you do, but be specific. And there's a great way to do this. And people in the industry, or in the LinkedIn industry, or people that train LinkedIn will tell you it's very simple. Write a short statement that says, I help X to deliver Y by doing ABC. That's simple. That's all you've got to do. So let's say you're in telecoms. I can do this one. It's quite a simple one, really. You could say, I help businesses to reduce costs but maintain end-to-end services by providing remote access working solutions. Done. That's it. That simple. You say what you do, how you do it, and who you do it to. Okay. What's also important with this is that every post that you make, every connection that you have, every comment that you make on somebody else's post will see that statement. That's why it's absolutely important that you do that. And you've got about 120 characters to do it. So you have to make sure that they count. Okay. The next thing that you do is head to the experience link and add whatever is on your CV, almost to the letter. When it comes to things like your employer, the dates that you worked for them, and what you learned. Okay. The difference is that the potential employer is aware that if you were less than accurate on your CV, it would show here on LinkedIn, because you'll have colleagues that know you and know that you aren't being truthful. for instance, so there's nowhere for you to hide. So make sure, and they'll be confident that if it's written there and it's written on your CV, then it's more likely to be accurate, and then they can test it at interview. Again, you don't have to be on LinkedIn, but recruiters will look for you there. So if you're on LinkedIn, make sure you update it today. Also, just for an added benefit, your contacts, your colleagues, suppliers, customers, they'll put endorsements on LinkedIn. They're not as powerful as they used to be, but they do act like little testimonials. So if somebody's taken the time to write something about you, then it demonstrates something. So employers do like that as well. And whilst we're on the subject, but to a lesser extent, have a look at your social media, things like Facebook and Twitter, and to a lesser extent in Instagram. Tidy them up if you need to. It's your platform, so you post whatever you want to post. No one's going to judge that. But it's a big but here. Remove anything that you wouldn't want a potential employer to see, be they photographs or posts or opinions. It's entirely up to you. Like I said, do it, but it depends on how much you want the job. So your task for day 4 is update your LinkedIn page. And if you want to see an example of how it should be laid out, please feel free to visit my LinkedIn page, Reg Goslin. Obviously, you're on that page now, so you can see it. But if you've accessed this from elsewhere, then have a look. As always, I'm around later on today, so leave a comment or a PM me for more information or to ask me any questions. I hope to be online live later on this evening on the social media platform of Facebook for about 5 minutes at 7 o'clock. So I'll see you then. Thank you.